It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Well, hello, model citizens. Welcome to Humanity Junction. Tonight on Trains and Tech, you can see things are still looking a little bit like they were yesterday. We are not back to the old setup. The old setup is still out of order. I spent some time trying to get it running, and let's just say it doesn't want to live. It has decided that enough is enough. So I'm trapped in, oh geez. Are we really having streaming issues already? Let me take a look. Everyone seems to be saying I'm having issues, so I'm probably having issues, but oh yeah, I am. I'm like, what is going on? Oh boy. Well, I wonder how, is my voice coming through okay and it's just the video that's a mess, or is everything a problem right now? I did hook up a new, I did hook up the microphone so like I can like get up and like walk around and like face the other way, and now I can still be heard. And I guess maybe maybe I was being too optimistic, and I don't know. Everything's looking good on my end, except that when I view the stream, it looks like I'm, oh, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, people experience buffering. I don't know what to do about this. I mean, we can, let's see, if we go to speedtest.net, it's probably going to show that the speed tests are fine. Technical problems, right? Oh, see, it won't even load this. Oh, here we go. I am not connected to a hard line. I am on Wi-Fi, but you would think I'd still be okay. But yeah, things are definitely a bit laggy. I don't know if I just keep going and hope things magically get better or what at this point. I mean, you can see my download speed and my upload speed. Everything looks good. I feel like you're behind it. Yeah. So I guess here's the question. Is this camera any better? I'm sure this camera is not going to be any better, but I figured I would ask anyway, and let's see what it says. Am I like still moving? It still says I don't know what to do. I mean, it's I blame it on I don't know, what can I blame it on? Looks good, except I am frozen. That is not a good look. Yeah, the computer seems fine. Everything is still pictures. Is this a Heath slideshow tonight? Yeah, apparently. I probably have somewhere a network adapter that I can try plugging in. I'm sure that when I plug it in, it's gonna completely like freak everything out, but I could definitely try that. I need to find a another adapter, and then I can probably, let's see, let's keep looking. Nope, that's the wrong adapter. Does anybody have a USB to USB-C adapter? I've got a whole bunch of them, but you know, when you need one in a hurry is when it's impossible to find one. This is going really well. I'm so glad. So I was gonna wait. So basically, I'm looking to get a new computer, and I was gonna wait a little bit because Intel's having issues, and AMD is coming out with some new stuff that people say isn't really great. So I was gonna wait a bit and not get something right away. But if I can't even make this work, you need to wind up the internet hamster. Yeah, I probably keep going. It's part of the charm. I don't know. I don't know what kind of charm you think this is, but I don't know that it's quite the. So there's this adapter, but this one didn't work last time, so I don't know if this one's gonna work this time. I had the Stream Deck plugged into this one, and it didn't do anything. So I don't know that it's gonna do anything again. But you know, I'm willing to try things. This is why it's called Trains and Tech, because you know, half the time nothing works, so we're always fixing things around here in these parts. And yeah, that is not working. That adapter does not want to work, and of course, because I need one in a rush, I can't find one. Should I just sing a song? I've got a box to open. Oh, the stream's improved? Define improved, because it's good. So wait, let's see. If I unplug this, is it still going to be okay? Hey Marty, if I can borrow that adapter, I would really appreciate it. Let's see. So I'm waving. It still says YouTube is messed up, but it does look like it's a little better. Significantly better. As long as he keeps looking for the adapter, it works. When I stop, it stops. You know, that's actually probably pretty typical. You know, the strange part is I found an adapter earlier, and I kind of threw it off to the side because I didn't need it at the time. And is it working enough? It was literally good until I sat down. So let's plug this back in, because I unplugged this, so I don't see this actually connected. So I don't know that this is actually working. Like, I'm not getting any network lights, but this was plugged in and it was working better. Streams improved from an hour ago. Yeah, an hour ago, nothing was happening on the stream. So I would say from an hour ago, things probably are looking up, and things probably have improved from an hour ago. I don't know. I mean, I can try unplugging the microphone, but I don't think that's I'm willing to bet the smaller the movement the camera picks up, the better the stream. So maybe I should just freeze in place and not move. I really don't understand. Like, I used to have so many of these adapters, and I know, like, I just saw one, but where did it go? Oh, you know, I had everything tested except for the internet connection, and I guess it serves me right. Well, should I open up the package anyway? Yeah, making an audio podcast. I wanted to open this package, but I guess opening a package if the image isn't working is not going to help. And the other thing that I had planned is showing how I'm going to solve a problem, because tomorrow night I've got a friend coming over to run some trains, and every time this friend has come over, it seems like something has hit the ground. So I wanted to show how I planned to set up a little system that would hopefully protect everything from hitting the ground. I really don't know where this was. So what's frustrating to me is that, like, in my head, I just saw what I needed earlier tonight, and now it's just completely vanished into thin air. So I don't know. Maybe I should just, like, you know, if it's not one thing, it seems to be something else. Yeah, Andy is Step, hell of a friend, right? I mean, every time that guy comes over, something's a problem. Well, that could be the other problem. Is I'm not actually using not a Windows PC, I guess. It's I'm using a Mac laptop right now, and I'm trying to get everything working off of a Mac laptop, but what is under there? What is under there? Is that the adapter I need? I don't think it is. And I'm just pushing it further underneath. Where's the adapter? What I'm trying to find is a USB-C to USB-A adapter so that I can connect up. I've got this, network adapter, but I know that the cable that's connected in there right now isn't gonna work, because when I was setting things up, I did actually test things, and I tested whether the audio was working, and the audio wasn't working. I mean, I could do that. I could unplug the audio, right? I mean, maybe that's the solution. It's not the solution that I want, but maybe it's the solution that I've got. Fruit-based. Yeah, it's fruit-based tonight. Well, it's fruit-based because my computer completely crashed on me. Oh, here, hold on. Let's try this. I don't need that. I can do without that. Let's try plugging into that. Now, what could be a problem is I might not have the drivers installed for this. Like, I don't see any lights coming on. So that's what's kind of bugging me. This should just work. I used to, the audio is the only thing working right. That sounds about accurate for what I'm dealing with these days. I could try resetting my network connection, but I don't know how much. I don't know how much that's gonna help. What I'm looking for now is, I think I have multiples of these network adapters, so I'm trying to see if I can find a different one, because maybe it just doesn't like the one that's in there now. Well, I mean, I can just keep telling stories, but I don't know that I have any more stories that are worth telling. You can sit there and watch me in messed up view, but I mean, am I really just wasting everybody's time by having these problems? Don't think he wants to find that banana anymore. Yeah, 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 exactly. T-Mobile's having problems at his place. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. So this is the same setup as last week. And last week it worked fine as far as the network stuff goes. So it does definitely seem to be a networking issue. It doesn't seem to be a computer issue, because things on the computer seem to be running okay, I think. Maybe not. I don't really know. Although, yeah, it's saying there's not enough. Well, I can try to reset working, or what might actually be happening, if anything's happening. I don't think this is working. I don't think this solved anything. No lights seem to be coming on, so I'm just going to connect this again. Even though it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Maybe it'll come back. Maybe it won't come back. I reset the internet, so maybe the internet's still thinking about coming back. Maybe the internet's never going to come back. I don't really know what the solution is. If it does come back, maybe everything will be magically fixed. Could this be a YouTube issue? Maybe. I don't know. Are any other live streams on and like working? Or are things not working now? Oh, wait. Am I back? Is it working? It's working fine now. Is the video working though? It's still dropping a lot of frames. I'm still glitching. Still max headstrom. I used to love watching that stuff. I used to think that was a lot of fun. Oh, so what's interesting now is this isn't... Oh, there we go. Now that's on. Oh, wait a second. Huh. Interesting. I wonder, maybe this just wasn't all the way connected. No, that doesn't seem to be helping. It's not... Dennis says it's the same. Derek says it's not terrible. Refreshed, doing good now. Good now, leave it alone. Okay. For Steve saying leave it alone, my response to Steve would be, Steve, we've met. You know that I'm not the kind of guy that can leave anything alone. I don't. All right. So it seems to have stopped dropping frames. Well, that would be exciting. I'm sure it's dropped like everybody that was watching, but maybe some people are still here. If you're still here, raise your hand and we'll get a we'll get a count and see how many people are still watching or not. Then when you put that up, it started dropping again. All right, so let's try this. Okay, did it get better? Let's see, is it better now? Hello, hello? Bueller? Bueller? Anybody? No, I don't think it's any better. I mean, could it be OBS? Like, I mean, I don't know how it could be OBS. I mean, this is the same stuff as last time. I didn't change anything. Oh, why is the video bitrate so high? Well, that's crazy. Encoder output mode simple. All right, so let's see if this is any better. I'm not sure that it will be. I'm not sure that it's even gonna come up. But maybe things will be better now that I reset it. I'm rocking back and forth because I'm looking at the video to see if it maybe got better, and it seems like the video got better. So I think that this goofball, same as before, choppy video. Oh, bummer. I'm trying to I'm waving and doing things in front of the screen. Don't press the red button. I don't know. It seems a little better on my side, but I don't know. Bob says video frames are better. Yeah, Dennis, I know. Poor Dennis. I'm sure by now I've run Dennis off, and he's completely gone. So here, okay, not as bad. It's good enough. Oh, that is too funny. It's good enough. What I'm trying to see. All right, so I'm gonna stop it again. I'm gonna come back again, and I'm gonna try one more thing that I think's hopefully gonna make things much better. Maybe. Whew, this is like one of those long unboxings that just never get started. So I found a couple things that were misconfigured. I don't know why it worked last week, but this week obviously things didn't. I don't know why these issues didn't reveal themselves last week. Move my hands like a robot. Leave it alone now. Does that mean it's working though? I mean, if I'm gonna do an unboxing, I want people to be able to see what is in the box. So I don't know whether I should do the unboxing now or not do the unboxing now. I can't ascertain whether the video is working. Do it. It's working. Do it. Just unbox it. Of course, I'm still trying to get this other thing going. All right, don't poke the bear. Seeing you in all 30 to 60 frames a second. So, I dropped it from 60 to 30, hoping that it would do better if I was sending less data. So hopefully it's working now. It's working. Don't touch anything. Life is disappointing. I thought a job, Rail Crew Express, and the manager, what, give me a chance. Yeah. Perseverance. I know. See, Paul, that's, if you go to my website, is it my website? Let's see. It might be my website. I don't know. Yes. So if you go to my website, on my website, the header on my website, and it's, I don't know if I can slide it over or not slide it over. Well, you can't see the whole thing, but go to my website, and the tagline on my website actually says creativity through perseverance. The idea being that if you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and then after you've done a lot of pushing, just keep pushing again, then things will eventually work. So yeah, funny enough, that is what it says if you go to my my website. All right, so for the unboxing, oh man, so I had the plan for tonight was 2 unboxings, and then fixing the problem so that when that guy comes over tomorrow night, he doesn't drop any trains on the ground. I'm never going to get to fixing the layout so that no more trains fall off the layout. Okay, so here's what we got. Hopefully you guys can see. I found this guy on eBay that was selling all of these really interesting books. Oh, I just realized that if I switch this, you can't see it. Okay. So some really interesting books about railroad stuff, like Delaware and Hudson high-powered freight locomotives, but he also has stuff like this, Atlantic Shore trolleys or Florida East Coast, like some old stuff that I've never seen before. So I was looking, like here's a Fairbanks Morse. Let's see, can you see this? Yeah, so here's a Fairbanks Morse diesel electric locomotive engine service manual. Like, I don't really know why anybody would necessarily want that, but like, that's just some of the interesting things that's in here. The Model Railroad Encyclopedia of 1944. Baldwin Locomotive Works Expedition of Locomotives 1876. Like, just some things that in my opinion, are in here. Freight car diagrams, vintage, flat cars, gondolas, box cars, hoppers, just some really interesting different things. So yeah, I sent the link to Andy. Andy's a big history buff, and I thought that Andy might like some of the stuff that he had, so I sent it to him. If you do want anything, try and get there before Andy gets there, or everything might be gone. But I do have this camera set up over here. So here's the box that I got, and I thought I would open it up and just kind of show you what I got. Oh, you did! I just bought Bound 1936 to 38 Craftsman. Oh, cool. I have that L&N book. No, Paul, we don't need to go back and talk about how the beginning of this stream worked. I can't believe it's 9:35 and I am just getting to the first unboxing. Like, how rare is it for me to make it this far into a stream where all I want to do is an unboxing, and I still have yet to unbox anything? right? I mean, just unheard of, unheard of. Can't believe how long this unboxing is taking. All right, so I'm trying to cut it open without cutting through the books that are inside, because knowing me, I'm gonna rush this, and yeah. He bumped the end stream with the box. Wait, did it stop? Are you telling me is the stream ended? Or are you just messing with me right now? I really hope you're just messing with me, because if the stream is not going right now, that's going to be very embarrassing. I just tried to hit live to see what my stream was doing, and of course nothing came up. So now I'm thinking again that, you know, things might not be working, but we'll see. We're gonna keep going. All right, so here we go. So I got a receipt. I guess that's a good thing. I got a receipt. So there was one item that basically I found that I was interested in, and I was gonna get that one item. And what I tend to do on eBay is, when I see one item that interests me, I will start looking through the seller's other items, figuring that if I'm gonna buy one thing, I might as well buy several of them. I thought there was supposed to be. Oh, I see. They're both in the one thing. So the first one that I bought, of course, is hidden inside of this. They are nicely packed, actually, though. This is the first item that I was interested in. It says, "Out on the Line, on-the-spot action sketches of New York Central railroaders by noted war artists." So it's, New York Central. I guess it's kind of a promotional piece of material. I'm not exactly sure. Joseph Hirsch and Carol Johnson are the two artists, and yeah, there's just little things. So I forget. I think this was maybe $10, but I thought it was just really neat. Signal for lunch. Instead of trying to be heard above the sound of hammers and machines, Foreman makes this full stomach signal to announce lunchtime. I think that's kind of neat. So this was the first thing I saw. There's actually a couple of copies of this. There's a couple of copies of this out there on eBay. I ended up buying this one from this particular seller just because he had some other items that I was interested in. And I see people are saying that things may or may not be working. Maybe refresh. I don't know. They seem to be working over here. We'll see. So I saw this, and then the second thing that I saw that I was kind of like, oh, I haven't seen that before. That's kind of interesting. People might know that I'm interested in circus stuff. So I found this book as well. Same exact seller. It says Those Golden Years, The Circus. So I don't believe this is a train book. I think this was just another book that he had on there. So I got this book of the circus. The Magic Is Gone, The End. I wonder what year this is. Oh, look at this. It's got the 1925 tour season. So it looks like it's just got like circus posters, Ringling Brothers from 1926. So I just thought this would be a cool little book to have. Looks like there's some neat little information and some interesting graphics in here. I'd never seen this book before, so it's from 1971, a guy named John Papp. So this is the second thing that I got. And this last one, I gotta admit, this last one, I don't know why I bought it. I mean, okay, I know why I bought it. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to buy it, I guess. Well, maybe I know why it was a good idea to buy it. I don't know. So here, so 37 minutes to open a box. It's a record. Yeah, and the funny part was, anyway. So this last item that I got, the reason that I got this, and I'm gonna completely screw this up, but the proto throttle. Can anybody tell me, and I don't want to have to go look it up, and I'm sure I'm going to get it wrong if I guess, but what is the switch stand that the proto throttle is based off of? There's a particular locomotive or style of locomotives that this was based on. Wait, stream ended. I hope the stream didn't end. All right, we got Paul and John both saying EMD. Hopefully the stream hasn't ended. If the stream hasn't ended, Andrew says a Go 40. I'm guessing he means a GP 40. So when I saw this, I said I'm going to get it because, I don't know, I feel like it might have, I don't know, some connection somehow. It's the static excitation. I don't know what that word is. Does anybody know what that word is? Excitation? It's the GP38 operator's manual from EMD in LaGrange, Illinois. And I thought that what might be fun would be to take this manual and kind of look through it, and I don't know, like I feel like maybe I could kind of, I don't know, make it like there's probably some pictures and stuff in here and some various things that I might be able to kind of, here's the controller. I don't know, I just thought I don't know, like I don't know why I figured, like, here you go, right? Here's your throttle lever with your 8 steps. Here's your forward and reverse reverser and stuff. And these look exactly like that on the proto throttle. So I thought this would be kind of neat to get from that perspective. That learning how to, learning more about how to operate the locomotive that the proto throttle was based off of. So, I don't know, I mean, another item to add to my hoard that I like to refer to as a collection, but my girlfriend and probably some others, especially with the state that the room is in right now, might consider me a little bit more of a hoarder. Lynn, if the geek in me is just starting to come out, I don't know what to say. I'll be fully certified now. I am definitely, I would say probably certifiable, but I don't think we're actually talking about locomotives. Bob, that's a great question. I haven't checked. The New York Public Library system actually does a pretty good job about putting the full catalog up on their website. And you can actually go to their website and download, or not download, you can go to their website, and any book within the public library system, you can order it and have it sent to your local library. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely an option. Maybe go, you know, if you're into this kind of stuff, like, I guess part of it for me is that I didn't know that these books even really existed. So it was kind of like just sort of seeing that they even exist. I wouldn't know, I wouldn't have known to go look these books up. Here, Baldwin Locomotive Works, Paris Exposition, 1900. Like, I don't know, like, I wouldn't have thought to look that up. Here's a brief history of Railroad Borough, York County, Pennsylvania, 1871 to 1971. Reading Company, Motive Power, and Rolling Equipment Department lists and diagrams. I just think it's cool stuff. I'm gonna post this guy's link again. If people want to check it out. I have absolutely no connection to this guy whatsoever. Literally just sort of found his stuff, you know, online, just searching, and I just wanted to, you know, share it with people because I thought it was kind of interesting. Yeah, York's an interesting town, and I mean, even now they've got the big York, you know, train show that people come from all over. So I think it's pretty neat. Yeah, I mean, that is for sure. If we could find that stuff at the library, I don't know though. That's a good question. I mean, if somebody wants to take a moment, like, can you, like, does someone want to look this? I'm like holding this up as if that camera's still on. I mean, does somebody want to look at this and see if you could find this in a library? I think it would be interesting information for people. Andy, are you going to the York train show? And if so, I didn't get my invite. All right. So the reason we're all here today is because I've got somebody coming over tomorrow that is very likely going to crash one of my locomotives. So because of that, I got a plan. So what I'm gonna do is open another package. So it's 9:48. I don't know why today is completely getting completely out of hand. All right, so some people are thinking bubble wrap, pillows. Somebody earlier said, if you're talking about things actually falling off the layout, and I was like, yes, we are talking about things actually falling off the layout. Let me actually turn this camera around and just show people what I'm talking about here. I think some people may have seen this, maybe not. If we go to NDI here. So this is the area of my layout between basically upstate New York. So this is from here up is kind of upstate New York. This area is an area that I am calling Manhattanville, and I built it to essentially have all of these like gaps. So there's like gaps here, and there's switches. There's a bunch of switches in here and stuff. So there is a possibility of the train falling off. Localized anti-gravity unit, that would be pretty cool. I was born in New Jersey. I grew up in Pennsylvania. I now live in New York City. Don't press the bed button. Oh, choppy video again. I didn't change anything. I really didn't change anything. It's good enough. Oh, here we go again. All right, so I got this package. I'm gonna stay over here just instead of switching stuff. So I got this package which has an item in it that is going to help with the issue. So the first thing in this package is a USB Type-C tool-free enclosure for M2. What? what is this about? All right, so what this is about is my computer's died. The CPU is giving me trouble. So I bought this little adapter because in addition to the CPU giving me trouble, my computer is now telling me that my memory, this is my operating system is on here. It's now telling me that this is also dead. So I bought this enclosure. So if you want to come back for when I do my show on my tech about my computer not working, we can look into this. All right, let's see. So there's probably something else. Probably something else in this package. Where'd the package go? All right, so here's the package. So here's what I got. So this right here is what I'm going to use that I think is going to be effective in preventing the trains from falling. So what this is, I actually have another one that's open over here. What this is this is basically weather stripping. It's got stick-on along the bottom, and then it's got kind of a, it's not really clear. I mean, it's about as clear as can be. But the idea that I'm going to try, and we'll see. I mean, when this guy shows up tomorrow, I mean, we'll find out if this is going to work or not. But the idea is that at least temporarily, this will allow the train a little bit of extra space, I guess you can say, so that if it does fall, it has a little bit something to lean against. So the thought is I'm going to put this along this outer edge here, and then I'm going to put it on this inner edge here, and I'm going to put it around that inner edge there. And I am hoping that by using this stuff, that it will help prevent the trains from hitting the ground. And I think even with using this, I think there's still, you know, it's not that high that it really is going to block the trains that I don't think, like, you'll still be able to get in there and do the switching and stuff. You can still see through it enough. But I think as far as a temporary solution goes, I think this is going to be the plan. So eventually what the plan is going to be is that there will be scenery here. So it won't really actually, like, things won't be able to fall off like they can now. You know, there'll be, you know, scenery in these holes here so that if something does fall, it won't fall very far. This front edge here, especially on this part here, it's gonna come out like over this lower track here. So things that, you know, fall off here aren't gonna go very far. This area here, I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do yet. Probably some buildings and stuff. Yeah, translucent. There you go. It's mostly translucent. It's not perfect, but I think it's enough so that it'll do that. Andy Step says, "Oh, I'm sure the guy will put it to the test." I am sure he will as well. So I should probably get to sticking the first piece on. Let me grab some scissors here. I'm going to do the first piece across the front here. I think the goal is to kind of try and keep it as all one piece. I think that would be a good or a better look if it was kind of all one piece the whole way away. It feels a little bit like it's dusty. Like, that's, I guess, why I'm playing with it. I kind of want to grab, I'm going to grab one of the new ones. So this, I bought this a while ago for, I think, something similar. I don't really remember what I actually ended up using it. Yeah, Rusty, we'll have to check in next week. See how it works. Dave says first remove the trains. So are you saying that I should move the trains before I try and stick this on there. I feel like that would be cheating though, right? I mean, that would be too easy. What's causing the cars to fall off the layout? Bob, that is a great question. Andy Estep, who's in the chat right now, I don't know if, would you be able to answer that question by any chance? What is causing the trains to fall off the layout? What ever could it be? Oh, of course, this one's going in the other direction, but this one's actually clearer than the other one. I guess this one probably hasn't seen any weather. So let's try putting this in the corner. The other thing I'm a little worried about is how the adhesive on this is going to hold up. You know, 3M is generally some pretty good adhesive, so I'm hoping it'll. That is what I did not want to happen, was drop it on the ground. So I'm hoping the 3M adhesive will do enough to hold it on. If the 3M adhesive does not work well enough, I thought I can, you know, put some small tacks or something in it. The bottom edge of this, you can possibly see, is chamfered. So that is why, as I'm adding this, it's actually on, it's actually on a bit of an angle. I do kind of like that it's on an angle, but what I'm not 100% sure about is, because of the angle that it is on, if it'll actually be able to stop a train that is falling off. Port track? No, I don't know that I would say it's poor track work. I actually think the track work in this area is pretty good. I think the turnouts are in pretty good shape. I'll be honest with you, I kind of have only seen it happen out of the corner of my eye. I've never seen it happen, or I should say, you know, I've never been really paying attention when it happens. So I'm not 100% sure what the cause is. I can definitely try and ask what keeps happening. See if the person that keeps doing it. I've had a couple people over here. It's only been an issue so far for one person. See, so what I don't know is this here. I don't know if that's going to be good enough. I might need to, I feel like I need to raise it up. I'm starting to get a little too low with it. So I think it needs to be up a little bit higher here. Because I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is the area right here that it keeps falling off. But like I said, I'm not completely sure why. Maybe attention is this guy's problem. That could be. Maybe the guy gets distracted when he's running the trains, and he sees the train or thinks the train is about to fall, and he kind of reaches out to grab the train because he thinks it's about to fall, and he ends up knocking it on the ground, whereas if he did nothing, it might just fall and land right on the track. So I don't know. I mean, it could be something like that, maybe. All right. So I think this might work. I don't necessarily want to test it. I guess that's my thing is I'm half tempted to like put a car here and intentionally knock it over, but I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. Maybe you need netting. Yeah, maybe. I do have plexi on another. So if you follow the layout all the way around this way over to where my front door is, I actually have a piece of plexi over on that side. I didn't want to do full plexi here. This will eventually not be an issue. It's only an issue now. Use pillows below the test area. That's a good idea. I think of that area as being the circus tightrope on the layout. That's good. I like that. Cut a strip of wood. Yeah, this is kind of temporary. I will say though, if you don't know, Kato locomotives, when they hit the ground and they explode into 600 pieces, they're actually pretty easy to put back together. They're actually designed really well to come apart and to go back together. And everything that has fallen off the layout was put back together and put right back into the operating session. So everything that has fallen, there's never been any long-term damage. It's all been, it's basically just been put right back on the layout and kept on running, locomotive and all. So I think that's kind of a testament to the quality of the Kato N scale locomotives. There are probably some other companies that probably wouldn't have as much luck with that. So yeah, I mean, it seems to be pretty good here. Here's a small 36-foot car. So I do think, let's put it on this track because that's the track that's straight. So I do think, something like this falls over. I don't know. Can you see that, what I just did? Hold on. I'll get closer. Nobody move. I mean, you can move. You can move all you want. Adjusting the camera. So here we go. So, the car does seem to, you knock the cars over. Obviously a locomotive's going to be a little bit heavier. But I do think that this, I think that'll probably solve the issue. But I mean, you know what they say though, right? You know what they say. How does the saying go? Now I don't remember how the saying goes. If you find a solution, they're just gonna build a better idiot or something like that. What is the saying? Now I can't remember. No, that's just a Microtrains car over there. Yeah, Edward, I think Andy should have a conversation with this guy. I think it would be helpful. So part of why I haven't done any scenery is that I do still have some wiring that I need to finish up. I've been a little delinquent in getting things done on the layout. So I do hope to get back into things. Obviously, the computer going down has put another wrinkle into things. I was sick the last couple of weeks. I'm still a tiny bit under the weather, but doing much better. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a solution, right? I mean, you've got a car laying on its side. I'm tossing it decently hard. I mean, if it comes off, I don't think it's gonna come off any harder than that off the track. So, I think this is gonna. I think that's gonna solve the problem. But I guess all we can do is see what happens tomorrow night during the during the op session, and we'll go from there. So. Thanks for bearing with me. Apologize for all of the technical issues. I would tell you that I won't have any technical issues next week, but I guarantee you we'll probably have some technical issues again next week. From the city that never sleeps, farewell, model citizens.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.